In today's fast-paced world, staying focused seems like an uphill battle. Imagine you're sitting down to get some important work done, and suddenly your phone rings with a notification. A quick glance turns into minutes of scrolling, and before you know it, you're checking emails, having conversations, and mentally adding up tomorrow's to-do list. Outside, the sound of traffic blends with distant conversations, creating a constant background of noise. Inside, unresolved thoughts and stress swirl, leaving you even more distracted. Distractions have become an almost inevitable part of modern life. From the constant allure of technology to the chaos of the everyday environment, staying focused requires a constant effort. Why is it so difficult to stay in the present? What makes us so easily distracted? This list highlights the main culprits behind our struggle to focus, providing insight into the noisy world we live in every day. The aim of this video is to show how we can achieve our goals in this noisy world so that we can bring happiness and prosperity in our lives and also inspire others, enabling us to live a wonderful life. I would like to congratulate you for choosing this path to achieve your goals and happiness in life, and that is why you are here today. So let's start this journey.
Chapter 1: The Power of Focus. Do you want better focus? Of course you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, ready to embark on this transformative journey through the Focus Blueprint program. First, let me take a moment to congratulate you. By deciding to join, you've already taken the critical first step toward sharpening your mind and taking control of your life. This isn't a solo mission. Together, with me, our community, and this program, you'll discover tools, strategies, and insights that will guide you to better concentration, heightened productivity, and lasting success. Over the next 30 days, we're going to explore the art and science of focus. This is about more than just learning how to concentrate. It's about redefining how you approach your goals, learning, and achievements. You know this already. All accomplishments, whether in health, relationships, or career, require focus. Yet mastering focus can feel elusive. In our noisy, distraction-filled world, staying focused is a daily challenge. Social media alerts, app notifications, emails, and endless to-do lists pull at us from every direction. Can you relate? Many people wish for better focus, but few actively work to cultivate it. That's why this program exists, to bridge the gap between desire and action. Over the past 25 years, we've worked tirelessly with countless people to refine best practices for improving focus. This program turns that knowledge into actionable lessons. Together, we'll explore how to sharpen your focus, eliminate distractions, and create an intentional life. Whether your goals are personal or professional, the tools and strategies you'll find here will help you get there faster. The magnifying glass of focus. Think of focus as a magnifying glass. Imagine you're outside on a sunny day, holding that glass. When you angle it just right, the light converges into a sharp, bright point, powerful enough to burn through leaves. That intensity, that precision, is the power of focus. The same principle applies to life. When your energy is scattered, it feels like a dim light bulb, softly illuminating the room. But when you harness that energy and direct it toward a singular goal, it becomes a laser beam, capable of cutting through obstacles and creating extraordinary results. What if you could wield that kind of focus in your daily life? Imagine burning through challenges with ease, tackling one task at a time with clarity and confidence. The 3 principles of focus. Before we dive deeper, let me share 3 foundational principles of focus that will guide our journey. 1. Focus is a verb, not a noun. Focus isn't something you have, it's something you do. Like creativity or memory, focus is an action, a process. This realization changes everything because processes can be learned, repeated, and perfected. By the end of this program, you'll have a personalized focus recipe to help you consistently achieve peak performance. Number 2, trained focus. There's no such thing as good or bad focus. There's only trained focus and untrained focus. This means focus isn't a fixed trait. It's a skill you can develop with the right training. Think about it. When was the last time you took a class on how to focus? Probably never. That's about to change. 3. Focus is a muscle. Like any muscle, focus grows stronger with use. But here's the catch. It's a use it or lose it deal. Distraction weakens our focus muscle, and modern life is full of temptations that train us to flit from one thing to the next. This program will show you how to strengthen your focus muscle, one deliberate action at a time. Setting your focus goals. Your first assignment is to set a big focus goal, BFG, for this program. At the end of 30 days, what do you hope to achieve? Write this goal down in a dedicated focus journal, along with your purpose, why, and action steps, how, using the GPA framework. G, goal. What is your primary focus goal for this program? P, purpose. Why do you want to achieve this goal? What will it give you? A, action. What specific steps will you take to move closer to this goal? What I need you to do right now. 1. Set your big focus goal, BFG. What do you want to achieve by the end of this 30-day journey? Think big. Write it down in a dedicated focus journal. Let this journal become your space to document your goals, breakthroughs, and reflections. 2. Understand your purpose, your why. Behind every goal is a reason. What will achieving better focus mean for your life? How will it improve your health, relationships, or career? Write down your why. Let it fuel your journey when the going gets tough. 3. Plan your action steps. Goals and purpose are nothing without action. Break your big goal into smaller, achievable steps. Each day will explore strategies to help you move closer to your vision. 4. Schedule your focus time. Dedicate 10 minutes daily to this program. Schedule it like you would any important meeting or appointment, because this time is for you. Consistency is key. Small steps, big changes. Focus isn't about making dramatic changes overnight. It's about consistent, incremental improvements. Like doubling a penny every day, small changes compound over time, leading to remarkable results. I'm thrilled to be on this journey with you. Over the next 30 days, we'll transform how you approach your goals and your life. You're not alone. We're a team, and together we'll achieve more. Now let's get started. What's your big focus goal? Write it down, and let's make it happen. Now, Chapter 2, Mastering Focus. This is our second step on this journey, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with you. If there's one superpower I believe we should all master, it's the ability to pay attention. The ability to focus, truly focus, on something until it's complete. Whether you want to learn faster, crush your to-do list, or create harmony between your health, relationships, and career, focus is the key. Yesterday, we dove into what focus is and explored 3 guiding principles. 1. Focus isn't something you have, it's something you do. It's not a noun, it's a verb, a process. Together, we'll turn focus into a repeatable skill. 2. There's no such thing as good or bad focus. Instead, there's trained focus and untrained focus. If you feel distracted or overwhelmed, it doesn't mean you lack focus. It means you haven't trained it yet. 3. Focus is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Neglect it and it weakens. Multitasking and constant distractions only dilute this muscle, but deliberate practice strengthens it. The success formula, GPA. In our last session, I introduced you to a success framework I call GPA. Stands for goal. What do you want to achieve? P stands for purpose. Why does it matter to you? A stands for action. The steps you'll take to get there. I also gave you some homework to reflect on your big focus goal, BFG. What is the one thing you'd love to achieve by the end of this journey? Write it in your focus journal, a dedicated space for these insights and exercises. Start with your head, your goal, connect it to your heart, your purpose, and then map it to your hands, your actions. The secret of what not to do today, we're adding another powerful tool to your focus toolkit, the not to-do list. We all know the value of a to-do list, but the problem is it can become a never-ending cycle of busyness. Productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. That's where the not to-do list comes in. Highly effective people are clear not only about what they must do, but also about what they must avoid. Focus comes from elimination. Saying no to the unimportant creates space for what truly matters. As Jim Collins wrote in Good to Great, you must say no to the things that are merely good so you can say yes to the things that are truly great. How to build your not-to-do list. Here's a 3-step process to get started. 1. Find a quiet space. Eliminate distractions and create some white space for deep thinking. 2. Review your current activities. Look at your to-do list, calendar, and daily routines. What tasks or habits drain your energy without delivering meaningful results? 3. Filter and decide. Identify activities that don't align with your goals. Ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? Add those unproductive activities to your not-to-do list. Examples of not-to-do items. Here are a few items from my own not-to-do list to inspire you. I don't check my phone in the first hour of the day. Why? The morning is when our brains are most susceptible to outside influences. If we start the day reacting to texts, emails, and notifications, we train our minds to be reactive instead of proactive. I don't eat sugar. It doesn't agree with me, so I choose foods that energize and sustain me. I don't check emails more than twice a day. Constantly refreshing my inbox disrupts deep work. Instead, I handle emails at set times, mid-morning and late afternoon. I don't attend meetings without a clear agenda or outcome. Meetings can be huge time wasters. I only attend when there's a clear purpose and goal. Your homework. Your homework for today is simple yet transformative. 1. Create your not-to-do list. Write down activities, habits, or distractions that dilute your focus. 2. Use your focus journal. Document your reflections. Look at your calendar, daily routines, and past to-do lists for clues. 3. Commit to one change. Choose at least one item from your not-to-do list to implement immediately. Remember, the power of focus lies not just in what you choose to do, but also in what you choose to let go of. Eliminate the noise and watch your clarity and productivity soar. Let's continue building this skill together. Tomorrow, we'll dive deeper into strategies to strengthen your focus muscle. Until then, enjoy the process, and don't forget to celebrate every small step forward. See you in the next chapter. Chapter 3, Harnessing Focus, one Pomodoro at a time. Congratulations, truly, congratulations on showing up with such intention and focus. The way you're engaging right now, investing in this journey, says so much about your commitment to growth. We're diving into a wealth of strategies and insights over the next 30 days, and the goal is straightforward: to triple your focus, not just for the sake of productivity, though you'll certainly achieve more, but for something even greater. This is about finding clarity, balance, and peace. Because let's be honest, when life feels chaotic, when distractions pile up and overwhelm creeps in, it's nearly impossible to align with the things we truly desire and deserve. That's why every session in this program is designed to give you practical tools, not just ideas. Together, we'll work on mastering your most valuable asset, your attention. Now let's face it, the world is noisy. There's no shortage of things vying for your focus. So how do we rise above the distractions? How do we manage our time, our priorities, and ourselves in a way that brings not only success, but also fulfillment? That's the essence of today's session. The power of saying no. Before diving into the technique, let's revisit a key concept from earlier: the importance of saying no. As you grow, opportunities will multiply. But the truth is, the most focused, high-performing individuals don't say yes to everything. They protect their time by saying no to the merely good so they can say yes to the truly great. Every no clears the way for a stronger, sharper focus on what truly matters. And today, we'll equip you with a technique to supercharge that focus. Introducing the Pomodoro technique. Let's talk about a revolutionary approach to managing your time and energy, the Pomodoro technique. This method, born in the 1980s, revolves around one simple idea. The human brain thrives when it works in short, focused bursts with deliberate breaks in between. The name Pomodoro comes from the Italian word for tomato, inspired by a kitchen timer shaped like one. While you don't need a tomato-shaped timer to use this method, you do need a timer. Your phone works perfectly. Here's how it works. 1. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Choose a task to focus on, whether it's studying, preparing for a meeting, or tackling emails, and set your timer for 25 minutes. 2. Work without distraction. During this time, commit fully. No multitasking, no interruptions. This is your time to laser in on one task. 3. Take a 5-minute brain break. When the timer goes off, pause. Step away from your work for 5 minutes. Use this time wisely. Breathe deeply to give your brain fresh oxygen. Hydrate, as your brain thrives on proper hydration. Move your body to stimulate your brain and keep your energy up. 4. Repeat the cycle. After 4 Pomodoro sessions, about 2 hours, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes to recharge fully. Why it works. The science of focus. The Pomodoro technique is more than a productivity hack. It's rooted in psychology and neuroscience. When you study or work in extended, uninterrupted stretches, your focus inevitably dips and your retention suffers. But by working in shorter bursts, you leverage the primacy effect, which helps you remember things at the beginning of a session. You also harness the recency effect, retaining what you focus on at the end. By breaking your work into 25-minute chunks, you create more beginnings and ends, boosting your retention and efficiency. Brain breaks, fueling your mental energy. The 5-minute breaks between Pomodoros aren't just a chance to check your phone. They're critical for sustaining focus. Here's how to maximize them. 1. Breathe. Sit upright and practice deep diaphragmatic breathing. Poor posture and shallow breaths can lead to mental fog. 2. Hydrate. Your brain is 70% water, and dehydration can diminish cognitive performance. 3. Move. Stretch, walk, or do light exercises. Movement stimulates your brain, reinforcing the idea that as your body moves, your brain grooves. For the next week, commit to incorporating the Pomodoro technique into your work or study routine. Start small. Choose a task and set a goal for one 25-minute session. Take your brain breaks intentionally. Breathe, hydrate, and move. Reflect on how it feels to work with this rhythm. Remember, this technique isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Share your experiences in the discussion. What worked? What didn't? The joys and the challenges are all part of the journey. Moving forward together. This is a team effort. Together, we're building habits that will elevate your focus, productivity, and fulfillment. With every Pomodoro, you're training your brain to stay sharp, present, and aligned with your goals. I can't wait to hear how this transforms your approach. Until next time, keep showing up, one focus step at a time. Take care. Chapter 4, Fueling Your Focus. Congratulations on showing up again. Yes, I know it might sound repetitive, but I mean it when I say I deeply appreciate your commitment to being here. You're stepping up, and that means everything, because success, as I've learned, doesn't happen by accident. It happens by showing up consistently, even when results aren't immediate. When I was labeled the boy with the broken brain, struggling with learning challenges, I didn't see progress overnight. But I knew one thing. To win, you have to be in the game. And you're here. That matters. We've covered a lot in our journey together, setting up your focus journal, defining your GPAs, goals, purpose, and action, and understanding the significance of tracking not just what you aim to do, but also what you aim not to do. Today, we dive deeper into a critical aspect of focus, the role your lifestyle plays, specifically, your diet. The mind-body connection. Here's the exciting part. While 1/3 of your mental potential is determined by genetics, 2/3 are in your control. That's empowering. It means you hold the reins to influence where your focus flows. However, life throws distractions at us, stress from work, lack of sleep, or personal struggles. And then there's the often overlooked culprit, what we eat. Foods to avoid. If you've been eating relatively healthfully, you might think your diet isn't a factor. But there are surprising foods that can zap your focus. Let's start with what to avoid. 1. Excessive sodium. Even something as simple as too much soy sauce can impair focus. Studies have shown high sodium levels restrict blood flow to the brain, affecting memory and organizational skills. 2. Junk foods. Donuts, cookies, and pastries might offer a quick pick-me-up, but they lead to energy crashes, foggy thinking, and even hyperactivity. Processed snacks high in sugar and refined fats are the main culprits. 3. Sugary treats and soda. A candy bar or soda might give you a fleeting sugar rush, but the crash that follows can leave you feeling drained and unfocused. Artificial sweeteners, like aspartame in diet sodas, can also negatively affect memory. 4. Baked goods. Your favorite muffin or pastry may pack more than 50 grams of refined carbs, which can sap focus and energy. Foods that fuel focus. It's not just about removing harmful foods, it's about replacing them with ones that nurture your brain. Here are my top 10 brain foods. 1. Avocado. boosts healthy blood flow, essential for brain function. 2. Blueberries. Protect against oxidative stress and support learning capacity. 3. Broccoli. Rich in vitamin K, enhancing cognitive function. 4. Coconut oil, packed with medium-chain fatty acids for energy. 5. Eggs, a great source of memory-boosting choline and omega-3s. 6. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and collard greens are filled with vitamin E and folate. 7. Salmon, rich in DHA omega-3s, vital for brain health. 8. Turmeric, reduces inflammation and improves oxygen intake in the brain. 9. Walnuts, full of antioxidants and magnesium for mood and cognition. 10. Dark chocolate, stimulates endorphins and improves focus. And let's not forget water. Even mild dehydration can impair attention. Your focus smoothie. To make this easier, consider blending these brain-boosting ingredients into a focus smoothie. Avocado, blueberries, coconut oil, leafy greens, water, dark chocolate, optional, soaked walnuts for extra texture. Start your day with this and you'll notice a difference. Your choices shape you. What you eat doesn't just affect your waistline, it directly impacts your mind. Be intentional with your choices because they either deplete or develop you. The choice is yours. Thank you for showing up today. Write down your thoughts in your focus journal, and let's keep building towards a sharper, more focused you. See you tomorrow. Chapter 5, The Power of Showing Up. Congratulations once again for being here. I want to commend you for taking this step because it's not a small one. Success doesn't happen by accident or magic. It happens through consistency. By showing up, you're demonstrating discipline, and that's something I deeply respect. Many people value freedom. Freedom from structure, from commitment, from routine. They chase the idea of living as free spirits. But here's the paradox. Without discipline, you're not truly free. You're in a prison of procrastination, distractions, and unfulfilled potential. Discipline, I believe, equals freedom. It's the key that unlocks the doors to your goals and dreams. Over these 30 days, as we build momentum together, you're laying the foundation for something greater. Momentum isn't built in leaps. It's constructed from consistent, small efforts, repeated daily. Think about the power of compounding. Start with a penny on day 1, double it daily, and by day 30, you'll have over $5 million. That's the exponential growth we're aiming for, not just in wealth, but in focus, learning, and personal growth. The science of momentum. Momentum begins with the basics: reflection and goal setting. You've likely started using your focus journal by now. Journaling isn't just a tool, it's a mirror, helping you see where you are and guiding you toward where you want to go. We've also discussed GPA. G for goals, defining your destination. P for purpose, understanding your why. A for action, mapping the steps to get there. But remember, achieving your goals isn't just about what's on your to-do list, it's about your not-to-do list as well. Every time you say no to distractions, you create space for what truly matters. We've touched on optimizing your diet for focus and memory, but today, we're diving into a different kind of nourishment: the thoughts you feed your mind. Breaking free from negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is one of the greatest thieves of focus and momentum. It's sneaky, automatic, and often goes unnoticed, like a fish swimming in water. Many of us live in a constant state of self-doubt or anxiety, fueled by a voice inside our heads that whispers, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this. This isn't who I am." Here's the truth. When you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. If you keep telling yourself, "I have a bad memory," or "I can't focus," your brain interprets those words as commands. It's time to reprogram that inner dialogue. Dr. Daniel Amen calls these thoughts automatic negative thoughts. But just as ants can be exterminated, so can these intrusive thoughts. Let me share a simple yet transformative method I call the ABRA technique. The ABRA technique, rewiring your inner dialogue, abracadabra. A phrase we associate with magic, but its roots hold a deeper meaning. In Aramaic, it translates to "I create as I speak." Words, as it turns out, are powerful. Here's how ABRA works. 1. Acknowledge. When negative self-talk arises, don't fight it. Fighting it only gives it power. Instead, acknowledge its presence. By bringing awareness to the thought, you weaken its grip. 2. Breathe. Take a deep, conscious breath. Inhale positivity, strength, and focus. Exhale negativity, self-doubt, and limitation. Breathing bridges your conscious and unconscious mind, creating space for clarity and calm. 3. Release. As you exhale, visualize releasing the negative thought. Let it drift away like a leaf carried by the wind. Feel the relief that comes with letting go of what no longer serves you. 4. Align. Replace the old thought with a new, empowering belief. Align your inner dialogue with the person you want to become. Instead of saying, "I can't focus," declare, "I am focused and capable." Feel the truth of these words as you step into your new identity. Your homework. Over the next 72 hours, challenge yourself to monitor your self-talk. When a negative thought arises, practice the ABRA technique. Acknowledge it, breathe through it, release it. Align with something better. This isn't about being blindly positive. It's about being empowered and intentional. See things as they are, but also envision them as they could be. Final thought. I'll leave you with a favorite quote. If an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. If it is broken by an inside force, life begins. All great things start from within. Your self-talk shapes your inner world. Make it great. Align with the best version of yourself, and together, we'll continue building the momentum you need to achieve your goals. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, breathe deeply, think clearly, and align with your potential. Number Chapter 6, The Power of Movement. Congratulations once again. You've committed to this program, and most importantly, you're focused. Now, let's be clear. It's not perfect focus. No one has perfect focus. Life doesn't offer a magical state of constant, unshakable clarity and positivity. But that's not the goal, is it? The real aim is to build focus muscles, a resilience that strengthens over time. Focus, like any other muscle, grows stronger with consistent use. But here's the catch. It's a use it or lose it game. Our journey together is not just about learning strategies and tactics for better focus. It's about doing the work, building habits, and strengthening those focus muscles day by day. So far, we've laid a solid foundation. We've discussed bite-sized, consistent daily actions, like keeping a focus journal, setting your GPA, goals, purpose, actions, creating a not-to-do list, mastering time management with techniques like the POMODORO method, and fueling your body with the right foods. Each of these steps brings you closer to a sharper, clearer, more productive mind. But today, we're diving into one of the biggest game changers for focus and concentration: movement. Movement is life. When I say movement, I'm talking about exercise, and I know some of you might be thinking, "Jim, I already do CrossFit and yoga every day. I've got this." That's fantastic. Keep it up. But for others, it might not come as naturally. And that's okay, because here's the truth. We live in an increasingly sedentary world. You've probably heard the phrase, "Sitting is the new smoking." Sitting for long periods without physical activity is a silent enemy to your brain. Why? Because your brain evolved to help control your body's movement. And when you move, your brain thrives. As your body moves, your brain grooves. The science of exercise and focus. Let's talk about what happens to your brain when you move. Exercise enhances cognition, focus, and creativity by increasing blood flow. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your brain. When your brain gets what it needs, it performs better. Consider this. A study from Oregon State University found that as little as 15 minutes of physical activity significantly improved concentration, memory, and behavior in children. The effects were even more pronounced than simply adding another lesson. Movement boosts learning. Your hippocampus, a part of your brain essential for memory and learning, is highly active during exercise. Neurons rev up, cognitive functions improve, and you think more clearly. Why exercise fuels success. Now let's link this to productivity. You've probably noticed that the busier you are, the more efficient you become. That's because success breeds success. Exercise is no different. It energizes you, increases your efficiency, and propels you forward. In fact, after a quick workout, studies show you're more likely to be kinder to coworkers, manage your time better, maintain higher levels of performance. A brain-boosting chemical, BDNF. One of the most fascinating connections between exercise and the brain is the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF is a protein that strengthens memory circuits and enhances your ability to learn. Here's the kicker. You can't take BDNF in a pill. The only way to produce it is through regular physical activity. Your homework. If you haven't already, commit to moving every day. This doesn't mean you have to become a marathon runner or spend hours in the gym. Start with what works for you. Here's how to make it happen. 1. Schedule movement. Treat exercise as a non-negotiable appointment. Put it on your calendar as you would a meeting with your boss or a doctor's visit. 2. Take brain breaks. Every 25 to 30 minutes, stand up and move around. A quick walk or some stretches can make a big difference. 3. Try novel movements. Activities like dancing, juggling, or using your non-dominant hand can challenge your brain in new ways. 4. Consistency is key. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate exercise 5 days a week. Remember, it's the repetition that builds lasting habits. The bigger picture. Exercise is more than just a tool for physical health. It's a pathway to sharper focus, better memory, and sustained productivity. Movement fuels your mind and body, creating the foundation for long-term success. So as we wrap up today's session, I encourage you to take that first step, literally. Move your body and watch as your brain comes alive with possibility. Because here's the truth, movement is life, and your brain is waiting for you to set it free. See you tomorrow, focused and ready to grow.
Chapter 7, The Power of Your Circle. I'm thrilled we're here together. It's been a week since we started this journey, and now it's time to check in. Take a moment to reflect. How's your focus? Are you fully present in this moment, or has your mind wandered to the events of your day? For the time we're together, I encourage you to dedicate your mental focus to this conversation. You can keep yourself physically active, walk, jog, tidy your space, but mentally, I ask you to zone in. This session is just as important as any we've had so far, and your full engagement will make the difference. This past week, we've covered significant ground. We've talked about the importance of a focus journal, a tool to capture your reflections, ideas, and action steps. After all, if life is worth living, it's worth reflecting on. We introduced the concept of your GPA, goal, purpose, action, a system to set your big focus goal, connect it to your purpose, and outline the actions to achieve it. We also explored the idea of a not-to-do list, because saying no to distractions allows us to say yes to what matters most. We touched on the POMODORO technique, a simple but effective method to boost focus in 25-minute bursts, and the importance of taking breaks to recharge your brain. Today, we're diving deeper into one of the most influential factors in your ability to focus and succeed, your social network. The influence of relationships. It's often said, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. This idea isn't new. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wrote centuries ago about choosing role models whose lives inspire us. Jim Rohn echoed this sentiment in modern times, saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But this is more than philosophy. It's science. Your social connections profoundly influence your habits, beliefs, and even your biological patterns. For example, if your friend's friend smokes, you're statistically more likely to smoke. Why? In part, it's due to mirror neurons, the brain cells that drive imitation. These neurons are why children mimic their parents and why adults unconsciously pick up on the behaviors of those around them. Your relationships shape your thinking, self-esteem, decisions, and yes, your focus. That's why today I want you to reflect on your social circle. Who drains you? Who uplifts you? Batteries included or not? Think of people as either batteries included or batteries not included. Some individuals energize you, challenge you, and inspire growth. Others leave you drained, pulling you into negativity or distraction. Positive relationships are essential for maintaining focus and achieving your goals. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be everyone. You don't need a massive network, you need a quality one. Task Stack, creating your positive peer group. Here are 3 actionable steps to build and strengthen your positive peer group. 1. Find a focus friend. Identify someone who shares your drive for self-improvement. This could be someone to check in with daily, discussing lessons learned or goals set. Share your journey, hold each other accountable, and inspire growth. 2. Create a mastermind group. Inspired by Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, A mastermind group is a small collective of like-minded individuals who meet regularly to share goals, ideas, and support. You don't need a formal setup. Monthly meetups, whether in person or virtual, are enough. The key is shared growth and accountability. 3. Hire a coach. A coach offers expertise, guidance, and accountability. Whether it's a business mentor, fitness trainer, or life coach, investing in someone who's walked the path you're on can save you time and effort. Audit your relationships. As you build your support system, consider auditing your current relationships. Ask yourself, do they challenge you to grow? Do they inspire and educate you? Are they rooting for your success? Do they offer constructive feedback from a place of care? Are they examples of the integrity and character you aspire to? You don't need to cut people out of your life, but you can choose where to invest your time and energy. Balance is key. You can love your family and friends while surrounding yourself with those who uplift you. Critics as teachers. Remember, even critics serve a purpose. They offer perspectives that can sharpen your resolve or expose blind spots. It's not about avoiding negativity. It's about learning from it while prioritizing the relationships that nourish you. Take control. Ultimately, you decide who and what influences your life. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Set your standards and let your environment adapt to you. So here's your challenge. Reflect on your social circle. Identify one focused friend, explore the idea of a mastermind group, or consider hiring a coach. Share your thoughts in the comments. What does a positive peer group look like to you? Remember, it's not about the number of people you can count. It's about the ones you can count on. Chapter 8, Crafting Your Focus Environment. Let's dive straight in. Today is your day, a moment to recalibrate and put all the principles we've been exploring into action. Together, we've journeyed through concepts of focus, and as you read these words, you're not just absorbing them, you're actively rehearsing and internalizing this knowledge. You've been reflecting, meditating, and practicing. You've been showing up because focus and learning aren't spectator sports. They're full contact participation. We've covered a lot so far. The power of a focus journal, outlining your GPA, goal, purpose, action, and the critical steps to stay on track. We've explored how a to-do list is essential, but equally important is a not-to-do list, a secret of successful focused individuals who guard their time and attention fiercely. You've learned about techniques like the POMODORO method, those 25-minute sprints with 5-minute brain breaks, the best foods for enhancing concentration, and the pitfalls of negative beliefs or sedentary habits. We've discussed the transformative power of exercise and the impact of your social circle, how surrounding yourself with focused friends, mentors, or coaches can amplify your growth. Now it's time to tackle another cornerstone of focus, your environment. The power of place. Few things influence your focus and productivity as much as the space you inhabit. Yet most of us operate on default, rarely stepping back to intentionally design our surroundings. Transformation starts when you take what's unconscious and bring it into awareness. A cluttered environment? It's more than just a mess. It's a mental drain. When your desk is clear, your mind feels clear. When your digital workspace is organized, you think more sharply. The opposite is equally true. Excess clutter competes for your attention, increasing anxiety and lowering performance. Studies from institutions like Princeton and UCLA have shown this time and again. So, how do we create an environment that fosters focus and flow? Rapid-fire tips for a focus-friendly space. Here's where you grab your focus journal. Jot down which of these strategies resonates with you. Remember, knowledge isn't power, it's potential. It becomes power only when you apply it. 1. Apply constraints. Space constraints. Limit what you allow in your workspace. For example, decide on a maximum number of books or notebooks at your desk. Time constraints. Dedicate specific blocks for tidying or organizing, like setting aside Friday afternoons to clear your desk or declutter your laptop. Designate zones. Your brain loves association. Use this to your advantage by assigning specific places for specific tasks. For example, work happens at your desk. Entertainment stays out of the office. Sleep and relaxation belong in the bedroom only. #3. Review regularly. Schedule weekly or monthly reset sessions to clean and organize. This habit keeps clutter from creeping back. 4. Optimize lighting. Natural light is ideal for productivity. If that's not an option, use warm, soft lighting that's easy on the eyes. Avoid harsh fluorescence. 5. Control noise. Invest in noise-canceling headphones or create a playlist of instrumental focus music. If working in silence isn't feasible, ambient sounds like white noise or nature tracks can help. 6. Minimize digital clutter. Keep only essential tabs open on your browser. Close the rest. Organize your digital desktop weekly to avoid overwhelm. 7. The power of focus friend. Consider the Hawthorne effect. Working alongside someone productive can boost your own output. It's like having a workout buddy, someone to keep you accountable and in the zone. Designing for success. Creating a focus-friendly environment isn't just about decluttering, it's about intention. When you eliminate distractions and design a space for flow, you unlock a new level of clarity and creativity. So, what will you implement today? Will it be the weekly reset, the lighting adjustments, or inviting a focus friend to work beside you? Share your insights and takeaways. Teaching what you've learned solidifies it. Remember, when you teach, you learn twice. Your environment reflects your inner world and vice versa. Take charge and let your space propel you toward your greatest goals. Tomorrow, we'll explore the next step in this journey together. Chapter 9, A Moment to Reflect. Take a moment right now and pause. Reflect. How has this past week been for you? It's incredible to think that we've already shared over a week together. Time, as it often does, can feel slippery. Maybe it's rushing by for you, maybe it's crawling, or perhaps it feels just right. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, I'd love for you to do a quick review. Think back to the conversations we've had, the insights shared, and the moments you've experienced. Look over your notes, whether in a designated journal, a notepad, or even in the margins of your thoughts. What stands out? Are there aha moments that have stirred something within you? Have you had breakthroughs, realizations, or even tiny victories worth celebrating? Together, everyone achieves more. As we reflect, remember this: you're not on this journey alone. Right now, people from all walks of life, different countries, ages, careers, are doing this alongside you. We're a community, a team. And what does a team do? Together, everyone achieves more. So take a moment to acknowledge that connection. Share your reflections. Celebrate your insights. Your stories, no matter how small they may seem, could inspire someone else on this journey. The key to focus. Sleep. Today's focus is something fundamental. Sleep. It's one of the most significant factors influencing your focus, concentration, and overall performance. Yet for so many of us, quality sleep can feel elusive. For years, I battled sleep apnea, a condition that left me gasping for breath hundreds of times each night. I know firsthand the toll of poor sleep. The foggy mornings, the inability to focus, the sense that I was running on empty. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's about restoration. It's about giving your brain and body the chance to reset, recharge, and reconnect. So, how do we achieve that elusive good night's sleep? 5 steps to better sleep. I want to share the top 5 tips from Dr. Michael Broyce, the sleep doctor, that have been transformative for many. 1. Set a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps your internal clock or circadian rhythm stay in sync. 2. Cut out caffeine after 2 p.m. Caffeine's effects linger for hours, and consuming it late in the day can disrupt your ability to fall asleep. 3. Avoid alcohol before bed. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy, it interferes with your REM sleep, the stage where your brain consolidates memories and processes information. 4. Exercise at the right time. Regular exercise is great for sleep, but avoid intense workouts in the 4 hours leading up to bedtime. Morning exercise, on the other hand, can enhance your sleep quality. 5. Get morning sunlight. Spend 15 minutes outside in the morning light. This helps regulate melatonin production, your natural sleep hormone, and aligns your circadian rhythm. Bonus tips for sweet dreams. Beyond these 5 steps, consider these personal strategies. Limit blue light exposure. Avoid screens an hour before bed or use apps like F-Lux to filter blue light. Create a sleep sanctuary. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Use blackout curtains, minimize clutter, and eliminate disruptive lights. Meditate before bed. Incorporate relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or even a warm bath to ease into sleep mode. Your homework tonight, choose one of these tips to implement. Just one. See how it feels, how it impacts your rest. Then share your experience. Did it make a difference? What did you notice? Sleep is the foundation for everything we aim to achieve: focus, clarity, creativity. As you journey forward, prioritize your rest. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you tomorrow, refreshed and ready to take on the world. Chapter 10. The Assimilation Day. Congratulations! You've made it to a significant milestone. You are now 1/3 of the way through this transformative journey. Take a moment to appreciate this achievement. Your commitment to improving focus and unlocking your potential is truly commendable. On our podcast, I once spoke with a good friend, Dr. Jeff Spencer, a former Olympic cyclist and the corner man to some of the world's most successful individuals. He shared a powerful mindset: just one more push. One more step, one more pedal, one more round. That's what propels you forward, inch by inch, toward greatness. It's like the ancient proverb, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And here you are, 1/3 through those steps. Celebrate that. The power of focus. Most people don't realize they can take control of their focus, just like you're learning to do. You're developing the ability to shape your habits, influence your emotions, and command your thoughts. You're striving for growth, joy, success, and fulfillment, whatever those mean for you. Focus is the foundation of it all. Without it, dreams remain distant. But with focus, you can take charge of your mind, concentrate on what truly matters, and design the life you've always envisioned. So, how do we refine our focus? Today is about assimilation, a day to integrate, catch up, and consolidate what you've learned so far. The Concentration Action Program. Imagine putting on your focus cap, your Concentration Action Program. This mental cap represents your strategies for mastering focus. Think of it as a tool to help synthesize and apply all the lessons we've covered. This is not a day to add more information. Instead, it's your opportunity to 1. Reflect on what you've learned. 2. Revisit previous lessons or ideas. 3. Apply these tools in your life. Take out your notebook or focus journal and circle your 3 biggest takeaways from the program so far. These could be strategies, tools, or ideas that resonate most with you. For example, your GPA framework: goals, purpose, action. Start with why, connect to your heart, and take action with your hands. The not-to-do list. Identify habits or distractions you're committed to eliminating. The Pomodoro technique. Work in 25-minute focused intervals with strategic 5-minute breaks to recharge. Catching up and moving forward. If you've missed a day or skipped an exercise, now is the perfect time to review. Remember, missing one day is okay, but skipping 2 creates a habit. Stay consistent. Consider, have you cleaned your environment? A clutter-free space enhances mental clarity. Have you optimized your sleep? Good sleep hygiene, like reducing screen time before bed, sharpens focus. Have you identified focus foods? Fuel your mind with nourishing options while avoiding those that distract. Acknowledging progress. Assimilation is an essential step in the learning process. It's about turning knowledge into action because, as we've learned, knowledge isn't power, action is. Remember this mantra: learning isn't passive, it's active. You don't learn by merely consuming information. You learn by creating, applying, and doing. So commit to building your cap today. Final thoughts. Take this day to pause, reflect, and implement. Write down your 3 cap takeaways in your notebook, and better yet, share them with a focus friend or in the comments below. Teaching others reinforces your own learning and transforms you into a focus coach in your own right. This is your moment to synthesize what you've learned, celebrate how far you've come, and prepare for the next leg of this adventure. I'm thrilled to continue this journey with you. Let's keep pushing forward. One more step, one more day. Together, we'll reach the finish line. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep focused and keep growing.
Knock Chapter 11, The Power of Focus and the Morning Momentum. How is your focus today? Outstanding, isn't it? Let me begin by congratulating you. Yes, you, for showing up, as you always do. Welcome to today's conversation. It's interesting to reflect on how focus evolves over time, even without specific techniques. Just by engaging in this journey for over a week, many of you have already experienced a subtle shift. It's as though the act of paying attention to focus is training you to master it naturally. Isn't that fascinating? Awareness is a true superpower. It's where all transformation begins. Whether it's developing focus, building habits, or even remembering names, awareness is the foundation. For instance, participants in our memory programs often find themselves recalling names effortlessly, not by applying a rigid technique, but simply by becoming more mindful of the intention to remember. That heightened awareness works like magic. Today, we're building on that awareness with something foundational: your focus cap, your concentration action program. And where does it all start? For me, it begins with the morning. If you want to jumpstart your focus, you need to jumpstart your brain. A great morning is the first step to a great day. You've probably heard the saying, win your morning, win your day. It's true. How you start sets the tone for everything that follows. Why? Because success breeds success, and momentum is a real force. But here's the challenge. As the day progresses, fatigue can creep in. Decision fatigue, to be precise. Every choice you make drains a little more of your mental energy. That's why routines and rituals are so powerful, especially in the morning. They reduce the mental load, create positive momentum, and give your day a clear direction. My morning routine, a framework for focus. I'll walk you through my morning routine, not because you need to copy it exactly, but to inspire you to design one that fits your life. As I do, take a moment to reflect on your own mornings. What works for you? What could you tweak? Write it down, share it with others, and let's learn from one another. 1. Recall your dreams. I start my day with my eyes still closed, recalling my dreams. Your brain continues to work while you sleep, consolidating memories and solving problems. Capturing those insights can be transformative. I use a 6-step process, an acronym called DREAMS, to guide me. 2. Make your bed. Simple but powerful. Making your bed sets a standard of excellence for the day. As they teach in the military, starting with a small win builds momentum. Plus, there's something satisfying about returning to a well-made bed at the end of the day. 3. Hydrate. After hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. A big glass of water with a splash of apple cider vinegar and probiotics replenishes you. Remember, your gut health plays a huge role in mental clarity and focus. 4. Brush with your non-dominant hand. This might sound odd, but brushing with your non-dominant hand challenges your brain. It forces mindfulness, strengthens neural connections, and wakes up your mental faculties. 5. Cold showers. Yes, cold showers. They might sound uncomfortable, but they reduce inflammation, reset your nervous system, and give you a burst of energy. Alternating between hot and cold can also benefit your vascular system. 6. Breathing exercises. Oxygen is fuel for the brain. Simple breathing techniques, like box breathing or the Wim Hof method, help clear mental fog and boost focus. 7. Meditation. Mindfulness is a cornerstone of focus. I meditate twice daily, once in the morning and again in the evening. Even just a few minutes can reset your mind and enhance clarity. 8. Movement. 4 minutes of intense movement, like burpees, jumping jacks, or push-ups, gets the blood flowing and energizes your brain. What's good for your heart is good for your head. 9. Brain-boosting tea. I brew a tea with ingredients like ginkgo, lion's mane, and MCT oil. This is my personal ritual, but any healthy morning beverage can serve as a mindful moment to focus on your intentions. 10. Journaling. Writing in a journal grounds me. I jot down what I'm grateful for, my top goals for the day, and any reflections. It's a practice shared by many great thinkers: Leonardo da Vinci, Einstein, Marie Curie. Setting the day's intentions. In addition to these rituals, I take a moment to map out my day. I focus on 3 personal goals and 3 professional ones, manageable, meaningful targets that set me up for success. And here's the secret: I prioritize. For me, tackling the hardest task first is key. It gives me the confidence to face the rest of the day head-on. Others prefer starting with smaller wins to build momentum. There's no right or wrong. What matters is finding what works for you. Your turn. Share your morning routine. Now it's your turn. What does your ideal morning routine look like? How do you jumpstart your focus and set yourself up for a productive day? Share your insights. Together, we can create a wealth of ideas to inspire and empower one another. Final thoughts. Remember, focus is reality. By owning your mornings, you set the stage for a day filled with clarity, purpose, and success. Let's win this day, starting now. Chapter 12, Breaking Free from Procrastination. The morning sunlight streamed through the curtains, a gentle reminder of the day's fresh possibilities. Today's lesson felt particularly energizing. As I settled into my chair, I couldn't help but ask, how's your focus right now? How are you feeling as you begin this moment of learning and reflection? Are we building momentum together? Are you interacting, not just with these words, but with your goals, your aspirations, and maybe even with a community that shares your ambitions? Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Now that we've started setting the stage, let's dive into something critical. Why do we sometimes struggle to follow through with our focus plans? The answer lies in a familiar culprit: procrastination. Procrastination. Even the word can feel heavy, like a weight pressing against our intentions. It starts innocently. Big dreams, a clear roadmap, maybe even an energetic first step. But then, something shifts. A day comes when your motivation wanes, distractions multiply, and suddenly you're lost in a sea of trivialities, watching kitten videos instead of tackling that daunting project. Sound familiar? But why do we let procrastination take hold? And more importantly, how do we overcome it? Why procrastination matters. Life is fleeting. None of us want to spend our precious days bouncing between momentary comforts and the ache of unfinished tasks. Yet, breaking free of this cycle requires intentional effort. As the saying goes, do the easy things and life will be hard. Do the hard things and life becomes easier. Facing procrastination isn't just about productivity. It's about living a life aligned with your values and ambitions. Together, let's explore practical strategies to beat procrastination and reclaim focus. 6 strategies to overcome procrastination. 1. Procrastinate procrastination. Sounds ironic, right? But it works. If you feel the urge to put something off, delay the act of procrastinating itself. Give yourself 5 focused minutes to start the task. Often that small foothold is enough to gain momentum. 2. Start anywhere. The Zeigarnik effect. Psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik observed how tasks left unfinished linger in our minds, creating a kind of mental itch. Use this to your advantage. Start anywhere. Write the first line. Take the first step. Your brain will naturally push you to continue. 3. Break it down. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, but when you divide them into bite-sized steps, they become manageable. A vague goal like write a report transforms into actionable tasks. Research, outline, draft, edit. Each small victory builds confidence and momentum. 4. Practice self-compassion. Beating yourself up for procrastinating won't help. It's self-compassion that fosters resilience. Acknowledge your humanity. When you slip up, forgive yourself and refocus. Kindness fuels persistence. 5. Schedule it. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Block out time in your calendar for the task. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. This structure creates accountability and consistency. 6. Find your why. When motivation falters, reconnect with your purpose. Why does this task matter? What joy, accomplishment, or relief awaits on the other side? As Simon Sinek says, start with why. Your reason fuels your resolves to stay on track. 2 tools that can enhance your focus. Sticksick.com/ This platform lets you set public goals and add stakes, like donating to a cause you dislike if you fail. The accountability and community support can be transformative. rescuetime.rescuetime.com/ Track how you spend your time online. Awareness is powerful. Knowing where your time goes can inspire change. Your homework. Take a moment now. What's one task you've been procrastinating? Apply one of these strategies to tackle it. Maybe you'll break it into steps, schedule it, or tap into your why. Share your experience, past victories, or current challenges in the comments. Let's learn from and encourage one another. Remember, procrastination isn't just a habit to break. It's an opportunity to grow. By facing it boldly, you're not just completing tasks, you're building a life that reflects your best self. Until next time, stay focused and kind to yourself. You've got this. Chapter 13, The Art of Focus. How is your focus today? It's great, and it's improving. Remember, we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for progress. Progress isn't linear. Life is dynamic, full of peaks and valleys. The goal is to steadily improve over time, knowing we'll all face bad days. Unexpected challenges, relationship troubles, health issues, career firefighting can knock us off balance. The key is to build systems and resilience so we can not only bounce back, but bounce forward. In this chapter, we'll dive into one of the biggest obstacles to focus, creativity, memory, and sustained concentration: stress. Stress, the focus thief. Stress hijacks your mind, pushing you into fight or flight mode. When we're stressed, clear thinking, creative problem solving, and deep focus become almost impossible. Life doesn't slow down. Accidents happen, deadlines loom, and emotions flare. Stress starts in the brain but quickly takes over the entire body. Your heart pounds, muscles tense, and breathing quickens. It's a full body experience. Managing stress in 2 steps. Step 1, acknowledge the stress. The first step is simple but powerful. Acknowledge your stress. Why? Because resisting stress only amplifies it. What you resist persists. Acknowledgement creates space for mindfulness, allowing you to understand what your body and mind are signaling. Stress is your brain's way of saying something needs attention. Ignoring this signal only intensifies it. When you admit you're stressed, you can shift your focus to what's most important in the moment. Think of it as silencing the alarm in your brain, the amygdala, by showing it that you're handling the situation. Step 2, focus on what you want. Once you've acknowledged your stress, the next step is to choose your focus intentionally. Ask yourself, what do I want to think or feel right now? This isn't about ignoring stress, but redirecting your energy. Imagine you're a kid again, playing your favorite sport or reliving a joyful memory. Your brain doesn't differentiate between what's vividly imagined and what's real, so use this to your advantage. Visualization and imagination can calm the stress response and recenter your focus. Of course, if you've endured chronic stress or trauma, shifting focus might take time. Stress can alter brain structure, but the good news is that with rest, recovery, and self-care, your brain can heal. Activities like exercise, deep breathing, and intentional imagining rebuild neural connections, enhancing your ability to focus over time. Simple strategies to combat stress. Let's explore practical stress-busting tips. You don't need to try them all, just find 1 or 2 that resonate with you. 1. Schedule white space. Take a guilt-free break. Watch a favorite show, clean your space, or simply rest. These pauses refresh your brain and create a clean mental slate. 2. Move your body. Exercise isn't just good for your body, it's fuel for your brain. Activities like walking, yoga, or strength training boost oxygen flow and even encourage the growth of new brain cells. 3. Breathe deeply. Practice slow, deliberate breathing to calm your nervous system. Whether it's through meditation, yoga, or even a quiet moment of stillness, deep breathing is a powerful reset. 4. Reframe your perspective. Imagine you're looking at a dusty, undervalued painting. Place it in a new frame, and suddenly it shines. Similarly, reframe your challenges. Look for opportunities within the obstacles. 5. Write it down. Journaling helps externalize your thoughts, breaking the cycle of rumination. It's a way to organize your mind and reflect on what's truly important. 6. Engage in mental rehearsal. Visualize success. Picture yourself navigating challenges with confidence and calm. Your mind will start to believe it's possible, paving the way for real change. 7. Ask for help. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals isn't a sign of weakness. It's a mark of courage. We're all standing on the shoulders of those who've supported us. The role of community. This journey isn't one you have to take alone. Share your favorite stress-busting tips with others and learn from their experiences. Together, we can build a library of strategies, empowering each other to stay focused and resilient. What's your go-to stress buster? Write it down, share it with someone, or reflect on it privately. Each step you take is a move toward mastering your focus, shaping your journey, and creating the life you envision. Chapter 14, The Inbox Monster. Let me ask you a question. How is your focus these days? Hopefully, your answer isn't perfect. And here's why. Perfection isn't the goal. progress is. Focus, much like any skill or habit, ebbs and flows. There are peaks when you're locked in and valleys when you're scattered, and that's okay. It's not that the systems we use to manage our lives are inherently complicated. It's that our lives themselves are complex. Managing the external world can feel like walking a tightrope. Some things are predictable once you've mastered a certain level of knowledge, but others defy planning altogether. That's why it's natural to lose focus sometimes. Our aim isn't to eliminate those moments, but to handle them better. This session is particularly special because we're diving into one of the biggest threats to your focus and productivity. It's a two-part lesson, and today we're tackling an ever-present supervillain, your inbox. Yes, that inbox. It's a place where focus goes to die, where clarity is often buried beneath a mountain of notifications and unread messages. Let's consider this. Is it possible to reach inbox zero? Is that even the goal? And why does email feel like such a productivity thief? The science of distraction. Every time you shift from one task to another, say, from a project to checking your email, it disrupts your concentration. Research shows that regaining momentum after even a minor interruption can take up to 20 minutes. Imagine the cumulative effect of these interruptions over a day. Each transaction, opening an email, responding, deleting, saps your cognitive resources. Here's a startling statistic. Office workers now receive over 100 emails daily and spend upwards of 5 hours dealing with them. That's nearly a full workday lost to emails alone. Even more alarming, studies suggest that the average person checks an email within 6 to 10 seconds of its arrival. This constant monitoring makes emails feel like a game of whack-a-mole, an endless reactive cycle. Why this matters. We're talking about more than just productivity here. Constant interruptions drain your mental energy, derail your mood, and pull you away from what matters most. Like sleep, focus requires uninterrupted stretches of time. If you're perpetually disrupted, you'll never enter that deep, restful state of focus known as flow. But here's the good news. With a few changes, you can regain control over your inbox and, by extension, your time. 5 strategies to reclaim your focus. 1. Check emails after completing a task. Start your day with a win. Accomplish something meaningful. Check off a task from your to-do list before diving into your inbox. This ensures you're not beginning your day in reactive mode, responding to others' agendas before addressing your own. Remember, one bad email in the morning can derail your entire mood. Number 2, turn off email notifications. Notifications, those constant pings, dings, and pop-ups, are designed to capture your attention. Turn them off. This simple act sets boundaries, giving you the freedom to focus on tasks that require deeper thought. Schedule intentional times to check email instead of letting notifications dictate your day. 3. Handle each email once. Adopt a touch-it-once approach. When you open an email, decide immediately to either read, act, file, or delete it. Avoid reopening the same message multiple times, as this wastes precious time and mental energy. 4. Use the spam button liberally. Don't hesitate to mark irrelevant messages as spam. Doing so reduces clutter and prevents similar emails from clogging your inbox in the future. It's a small step that pays big dividends over time. 5. Send fewer emails. Want fewer emails? Send fewer emails. Every email you send invites replies, which then demand more of your time. Instead, explore alternatives like project management tools, e.g. Trello or Asana, or communication platforms like Slack to streamline conversations and reduce unnecessary back and forth. Homework. Put it into practice. Your mission today is to reflect on these 5 strategies and decide, what will you do differently starting tomorrow? Share your commitment. Maybe you'll turn off notifications, limit email checks to specific times, or try the touch-it-once rule. Remember, insight without action is meaningless. The real change comes when you take these ideas and make them your own. Tomorrow, we'll dive into 5 more strategies to help you conquer your inbox and, with it, your focus. Until then, start small, stay intentional, and always aim for progress, not perfection. Chapter 15. Mastering the Inbox Monster. Is it getting better? That's the question. It's the goal. Progress. Remember that as we continue this journey together. Welcome back to Part 2. In the previous chapter, we unmasked the supervillain that sabotages your productivity, focus, and concentration, your inbox. This isn't just a minor annoyance. For many, it's the greatest interruption to a productive day. Think about it. How often do you feel derailed by the constant influx of messages? Some of you may be receiving 100 or more emails daily, and each time you check, you lose focus. Research shows it can take upwards of 20 minutes to regain your flow after an interruption. That's time you can't afford to lose. We tackled this issue in the last chapter by exploring 5 practical strategies for email management. Now, let's dive into 5 more tips to reclaim your time, protect your focus, and boost your productivity. Hashtag 1. Set email boundaries and stick to them. Respect your time because no one else will if you don't. To perform at your best, you need uninterrupted blocks of time to focus on meaningful work. Email, however, is designed to disrupt. It's addictive, luring you into a rabbit hole of responses that sap your energy and derail your priorities. Here's a game changer. Schedule specific times to check your email. Personally, I check mine twice daily, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. The rest of the time, my email is closed. And unless there's something urgent, it stays that way. If you're new to this, put it in your calendar. Treat it like an appointment. And don't just commit silently. Communicate with those around you. Let your family, friends, and colleagues know you're doing this to focus on what matters most. Train yourself and others to respect your boundaries. Pro tip: begin your day with focused work, not email. The first moments of your workday set the tone. By jumping into your inbox, you're prioritizing other people's agendas over your own. Instead, tackle at least one high-priority task before opening your inbox. Start your day with a win. Nash 2. Recognize the hidden cost of quick email checks. Here's the trap. You tell yourself it'll only take 2 minutes to scan your inbox. But is that really true? No. Even if you spend only a few minutes responding, regaining the deep focus you had before checking can take much longer. And here's the kicker. The faster you reply, the faster you'll receive a response, creating a vicious cycle of interruptions. Break the cycle. Dedicate focused time to your inbox during those scheduled blocks. Outside of that, resist the urge. Your concentration is too valuable to be sacrificed to fleeting interruptions. Leverage technology and people. In the last chapter, we discussed tools like Boomerang and Slack to help manage email overload. But technology isn't the only solution. You can also leverage people. If you have a team or an assistant, ask them to screen your emails. A common excuse for constant checking is, what if I miss something critical? But think about it. How often is that truly the case? Delegate. Your assistant or team can sift through your inbox, flagging only the most urgent matters. This frees you to focus on high-value work without the constant distraction of an overflowing inbox. 4. Stop using email as a task manager. Your inbox is not a project management tool. Many people treat it like one, leaving messages unread or flagged as reminders to act later. This is a recipe for chaos. Instead, use proper tools to track tasks, whether it's an app like Trello, Asana, or even a simple spreadsheet. These tools allow you to organize, prioritize, and share action items without the clutter of an inbox. Pro tip: resist the temptation to keep tasks in your inbox by adopting a process, prioritize, or archive mindset. Once you read an email, decide its fate immediately. Hashtag 5. Write clear, concise subject lines. The clarity of your subject lines can make or break your email efficiency. Avoid vague titles like "Hi" or leaving the subject line blank. Instead, craft a concise summary of the email's purpose. Why? Clear subject lines save time for both sender and receiver. They make emails easier to prioritize, process, and retrieve later. If you're forwarding an email, take a moment to revise the subject line to suit the recipient's needs. Pro tip: train your team, colleagues, or frequent contacts to adopt this habit. It's a small change that can have a massive impact on everyone's productivity. Small changes, big impact. Each of these tips may seem minor, but collectively, they lead to significant transformations. By setting boundaries, leveraging tools and people, and adopting efficient habits, you're creating a system that works for you, not against you. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making small, consistent changes that simplify your life and reduce stress. Some of these strategies take effort to implement initially, but once systemized, they save you time and energy daily. Tomorrow, we'll build on these concepts with more strategies to streamline your workflow. Until then, reflect on today's lessons and start implementing one or two of these tips. Progress, after all, is the ultimate goal. Chapter 16, The Art of Listening, Turning Hearing into Connection. Before we dive into today's lesson, I want to take a moment to thank you. Thank you for showing up, for being here, and for choosing to spend your time growing and learning. Now, I want to emphasize something important. Listening. Why? Because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Think about it for a moment. How well do you really listen? Be honest. Have you ever caught yourself tuning someone out, even if it's your best friend, a coworker, or your boss? Maybe you lose focus during a lecture or while talking to a client. It happens to the best of us. But why does it happen? And more importantly, how can we change it? Today, I want to help you become a better, more focused listener. I'm going to share practical strategies that will help you sharpen your attention, engage more deeply, and truly be there for the people you're speaking with, whether it's a professor, a coworker, or even a stranger. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. #It's okay to lose focus. First things first, don't beat yourself up when you notice your mind wandering. Self-compassion is key. Studies show that being kind to yourself helps you move forward more effectively. Acknowledge when it happens, but don't dwell on it. If you miss something, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Asking someone to repeat themselves isn't rude, it shows you care. As Stephen Covey said in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Managing distractions. Distractions, both internal and external, are a big challenge. Internal distractions could be hunger, fatigue, or a nagging thought. External ones might be a noisy office or a cold room. Here's the key. 1. Acknowledge internal distractions. Notice the feeling, then gently redirect your attention. 2. Control external distractions. Adjust what you can. Close a door, grab a sweater, or find a quieter space. The power of presence. One of my favorite hacks for staying present is simple yet effective. Wiggle your toes. Yes, really. By focusing on something physical and grounding, like wiggling your toes inside your shoes, you bring yourself back to the here and now. Try it right now. You'll feel more centered and ready to engage. The HER framework for active listening. To make this easier, I've broken it down into an acronym. HER. H, halt. Pause. Stop what you're doing and give your full attention. Listen to their words, tone, and body language. E, empathy. Step into their shoes. Imagine their feelings, values, and motivations. Engage fully by asking questions and making eye contact. A, anticipate. Look forward to their next point. Treat it like a puzzle. Where are they going with this? Pretend you'll be tested on their words to keep your brain engaged. R, review. Reflect on what's been said. Paraphrase, ponder, and mentally take note of key points to solidify your understanding. Now that you have these tools, I want you to put them into practice. Start by picking your favorite tip from today's session. It could be wiggling your toes, asking clarifying questions, or using the HEAR framework. Or maybe you have your own strategies for focused listening. Share your thoughts and tips in the comments. What resonated with you most? What's one thing you'll do differently moving forward? Let's build a community of better listeners, one conversation at a time. I can't wait to hear from you. See you in the next chapter. Chapter 17, Unlocking Your Focus, The Art of Reading with Intent. I'm thrilled to dive into today's lesson with you, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Why? Because this topic is one of the most requested in this program. When I reviewed the reasons many of you joined, this issue stood out as a challenge nearly everyone faces. So let me ask, have you ever gotten to the end of a page only to realize you have no idea what you just read? Your mind wanders. You go back and reread, but nothing sticks. Sound familiar? Today we're tackling this head-on. How to focus and concentrate better while reading. If this resonates with you, you're not alone. Many of you have shelves filled with books, stacks of articles, blogs, and magazines. Yet staying present while reading feels like a mountain to climb. In this lesson, I'll share a simple yet effective technique to help you lock in your focus and sustain it. And tomorrow, we'll dive deeper into strategies for comprehension. But first, let's address the fundamentals: attention and concentration. Why reading feels so hard. Most of us haven't taken a class on reading since we were kids, maybe 6 or 7 years old. And here's the kicker: we're still reading the same way. No wonder we struggle. Reading is a skill that can and should be improved. Contrary to popular belief, reading faster doesn't harm comprehension. It can actually enhance it. This might sound counterintuitive, but stay with me. When you read slowly, feeding your brain one word at a time, you starve it of the stimulation it craves. A bored brain seeks distraction, and that's why your mind wanders. By increasing your reading speed, you give your brain the stimulus it needs to stay focused. Think of it like driving a car. When you're cruising at a slow pace, it's easy for your mind to drift. But when you're driving fast, your focus sharpens. You're fully present. The key to better reading: use a visual pacer. Here's the quick brain hack I want you to try. Use a visual pacer, your finger, a pen, or a highlighter, to guide your eyes as you read. Children do this instinctively until they're told to stop, but it's a habit worth bringing back. Here's why it works. 1. Your eyes are drawn to motion. As a hunter-gatherer, noticing movement was crucial for survival. Using a pacer taps into this instinct, keeping your attention locked on the words. 2. It prevents regression. Many people unconsciously backskip, rereading words or lines they've already seen. This not only wastes time, but disrupts comprehension. A pacer keeps your eyes moving forward, reducing this bad habit. Try this exercise. Take a book and follow these steps. 1. Trial 1, read as you normally would for 60 seconds. Mark where you stop and count the number of lines you read. 2. Trial 2, read again for 60 seconds, but this time use your finger as a pacer, underlining the words as you go. Count the lines again. For most people, this simple change boosts reading speed by 25 to 50% or more. With practice, your comprehension will improve too, as your focus sharpens. Practice makes progress. At first, using a visual pacer might feel strange, like learning to type or tie your shoes. But stick with it. Your finger is a tool you carry with you everywhere, making it the ultimate quick focus hack. Tomorrow's lesson: comprehension through better questions. In our next session, we'll explore how asking the right questions while you read can take your focus and comprehension to the next level. For now, try the pacer technique and share your before and after results. Remember, great reading skills don't just happen. They're built, one line at a time. See you tomorrow. Chapter 18, Mastering Focus Through the Power of Questions. Welcome back. I'm thrilled you're here and committed to sharpening your focus. Each session builds on the last, and today's will be no exception. Yesterday, we explored the role of focus in reading and introduced the concept of reading speed as a tool to improve comprehension. Yes, faster reading can actually mean better comprehension because it forces you to focus. Without focus, distractions creep in, your mind wanders, and productivity takes a nosedive. Today, I want to share a simple but effective technique to elevate your focus: the power of asking questions. The 3 R's of focus and comprehension. At the heart of boosting comprehension is a simple framework I call the 3 R's. These steps aren't just about reading faster, they're about understanding and retaining more. Let's break them down. 1. Read. This might seem obvious, but reading is the foundation. To comprehend something, you must engage with it. My recommendation: schedule time daily for reading. Whether it's emails, articles, or books, consistency matters. Treat reading like a meeting on your calendar, non-negotiable. Why? Because leaders are readers, and daily practice sharpens both focus and comprehension. 2. Relate. Here's where the magic happens. After you read, talk about what you've learned. Sharing forces you to process and organize your thoughts, which strengthens focus and reveals gaps in understanding. How can you do this? Find someone, a friend, partner, or colleague, and spend a couple of minutes explaining what you just read. If no one's around, improvise. Talk to your pet, a plant, or even a voice recorder. The key is verbalizing your thoughts out loud. This external expression solidifies your comprehension and helps you connect the dots. 3. Write. Finally, write down your thoughts. This step transforms passive reading into active learning. Take notes, jot down key ideas, and answer the questions you're about to create. More on that shortly. Writing not only reinforces understanding, but also leaves you with a record you can revisit anytime. The secret sauce: asking questions. Now let's dive into today's focus tool: asking questions. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with comprehension is a lack of clear purpose while reading. Questions create that purpose. They act as a mental spotlight, guiding your focus and making the material more engaging. Here's how to use this technique. 1. Before you start reading, look at the book or chapter in front of you and write down 5 questions. 2. These questions should stem from what you're curious about. For example, if the book is about health, your questions might include: what are the best strategies for improving sleep? How does stress impact physical fitness? What nutrients are essential for brain health? 3. As you read, these questions will act like magnets, pulling relevant information to you. Your brain loves solving puzzles, and these questions create puzzles it will work to answer. By doing this, you'll find yourself naturally more focused and engaged. And when you finish, go back to your questions and review what you've learned. Your assignment. Here's your challenge for today. 1. Read something meaningful, whether it's a book, an article, or a report. 2. Before you start, write down 5 questions you want to answer. 3. After reading, relate what you've learned to someone else or verbalize it out loud. 4. Finally, write your insights and answers to your questions in a journal or notebook. Share your insights. Once you've completed this exercise, share your experience in the comments below. What questions worked for you? How did this method change your focus or comprehension? Your feedback is invaluable, not just for yourself, but for others in this learning community. Remember, the 3 R's, read, relate, write, are simple but powerful tools. Use them to transform your reading into a focused and rewarding experience. I can't wait to hear about your breakthroughs. See you tomorrow! Chapter 19, The Power of Timing. How is your focus? The words hung in the air, a question meant to prod and inspire. If you're reading this, you're already showing up for yourself every single day. That consistency is the foundation of progress. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's incremental progress, one step at a time. Today, I'm thrilled to share insights from an expert in focus, learning, and memory. Meet Dr. Michael Broyce, affectionately known as America's Sleep Doctor. He's the author of The Power of When, a transformative book that dives into an often overlooked aspect of productivity: timing. Focus and timing, the missing piece. Dr. Broyce explains that focus and learning aren't just about how or why you do things. They're also about when. Understanding the optimal times for learning and creativity can significantly enhance your ability to absorb and retain information. Key to this approach is knowing your chronotype, or natural biological rhythm. Dr. Broyce categorizes people into 4 types: lions, morning people; bears, those who follow a standard day-night schedule; wolves, night owls; dolphins, light sleepers with insomnia tendencies. The best times to learn Dr. Broyce's research reveals a predictable rhythm for learning throughout the day. 1. First learning peak, 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This is when most people are at their cognitive best. Use this time to dive into challenging material or tackle tasks requiring high levels of focus. 2. Second learning peak, 4 p.m., 7 p.m. This is another productive window, especially for reinforcing earlier learning or working on creative projects. 3. Creative time, 1:30 p.m., 4 p.m. This post-lunch period might not be ideal for intensive focus, but it's fantastic for brainstorming and creative thinking. Schedule your tasks accordingly. For example, block off your mornings for skill building and learning, and reserve mid-afternoons for ideation. Sleep and memory. Sleep deprivation is the enemy of focus, Dr. Broyce warns. Sleep doesn't just rest the body. It plays a critical role in consolidating memory. Here's a quick bedtime calculation. 1. Determine your wake-up time, e.g. 6:30 a.m. 2. Count backwards 7.5 hours, 5 90-minute sleep cycles. In this example, your ideal bedtime would be 11 p.m. Set a phone alarm to remind yourself when to wind down for the night. Sleep consistency is key, especially if you want to learn and remember effectively. The power of rest in learning. Dr. Bruce highlights a fascinating concept. The brain learns best in cycles. 1. Acquisition. When you absorb new information, best during peak learning times. 2. Consolidation. During rest periods, particularly naps or sleep, the brain locks in what it's learned. 3. Recall. Accessing stored information later is greatly improved if you've had sufficient rest. A quick hack. If you're cramming for an exam or presentation, sleep in multiples of 90 minutes to maximize memory retention. For example, a 3-hour nap, 2 90-minute cycles, is far better than staying up all night. Practical tips to boost focus and learning. 1. Schedule learning. Reserve time blocks during your peak learning hours, e.g. 10 a.m., 1:30 p.m. 2. Set bedtime alarms. Calculate your ideal bedtime based on your wake-up time and stick to it. 3. Nap strategically. A 20-minute nap can refresh your focus. A 90-minute nap aids memory consolidation. 4. Take breaks. Rest isn't a luxury, it's essential. Brief breaks improve long-term retention. Final thoughts. Remember, progress is a journey. Each step you take, whether learning, resting, or creating, brings you closer to your goals. Chapter 20, Mastering Decisions with the 6 Thinking Hats. First, let me take a moment to congratulate you for showing up, not just physically but mentally, for this journey. It may seem repetitive when I say it, but it's worth honoring your commitment to learning and growth. By listening, engaging, and applying what you learn, you're setting yourself up for meaningful rewards. And today, I'm excited to share with you a transformative tool that could easily become a highlight of your journey through this program. This session is about thinking better, about solving problems, achieving clarity, and making better decisions. Why does this matter? Because our lives are a direct reflection of our thoughts and the decisions we've made up to this point. The art of making good decisions and solving problems isn't something most of us were taught in school. Critical thinking, creative thinking, and exploring perspectives are often sidelined. But today, you'll learn a model that addresses just that. The 6 Thinking Hats, developed by Edward de Bono. This tool is designed to help you deliberately adopt diverse perspectives when tackling challenges or making decisions. As Einstein famously said, the same level of thinking that created the problem won't solve it. With this method, you can break free from habitual thought patterns and explore situations from multiple angles, like seeing all sides of an elephant, not just the tail or the trunk. What are the 6 Thinking Hats? Imagine 6 hats, each representing a specific mindset or perspective. When you wear each hat, you focus on one aspect of thinking at a time. This allows you to simplify and organize your thought process. Let's dive into each one. 1. The white hat. Facts and information. The white hat is the lens of logic and objectivity. When you wear this hat, your goal is to gather facts and evaluate the information available. Ask yourself, what do I know? What do I need to know? How can I find out? Memory aid. Think of a white lab coat symbolizing clarity, precision, and evidence-based thinking. 2. The red hat. Emotions and intuition. The red hat represents feelings and instinct. Here, you focus on your gut reaction and emotional response to the problem or decision. Ask yourself, how do I feel about this? What is my intuition telling me? Memory aid. Picture a red heart or flames, symbols of warmth and passion. 3. The black hat, critical judgment. This is the hat of caution and critical thinking. It emphasizes potential risks, challenges, and downsides. Ask yourself, what could go wrong? What are the weaknesses or risks here? Memory aid. Imagine a judge's black robes, symbolizing scrutiny and careful judgment. 4. The yellow hat, optimism and benefits. The yellow hat is the opposite of the black hat. It focuses on positive outcomes, benefits, and opportunities. Ask yourself, what could go right? What are the advantages? Memory aid. Think of sunshine, representing hope and positivity. 5. The green hat, creativity and possibilities. This hat invites you to think outside the box and explore new ideas. It's all about growth, creativity, and innovation. Ask yourself, what new approaches can I consider? What are the possibilities? Memory aid. Picture green grass or flourishing plants, symbolizing growth and fresh ideas. 6. The blue hat, big picture thinking. Finally, the blue hat oversees the entire process. It organizes, evaluates, and synthesizes the input from all other hats. Ask yourself, what have we learned from each perspective? What's the best course of action? Memory aid. Think of blue skies, offering a broad, overarching view. Applying the 6 thinking hats. To truly grasp this method, let's make it practical. Think of a decision or problem in your life. It could be choosing a career path, deciding where to live, or solving a work-related challenge. Walk through the hats step by step. 1. White hat, lay out the facts. 2. Red hat, reflect on your feelings and instincts. 3. Black hat, identify risks and weaknesses. 4. Yellow hat, highlight the benefits and opportunities. 5. Green hat, brainstorm creative solutions. 6. Blue hat, step back, synthesize, and decide. Why this works. The 6 Thinking Hats framework offers 2 powerful benefits. 1. Simplification. It breaks complex thinking into manageable parts, helping you avoid overwhelm. 2. Perspective switching. It encourages flexibility by allowing you to shift between viewpoints intentionally. Your challenge. Take a real-life decision or problem and use this model today. Share your experience. What insights did you gain? How did your decision improve? And remember, this isn't just a tool for individuals. It can transform meetings, teamwork, and collaborations too. Thank you for engaging with this lesson. I can't wait to see the impact this tool has on your journey. Chapter 21, The Home Stretch, Assimilation Day. Congratulations! You've made it this far, and that's no small feat. Here we are, 2/3 of the way through your 30-day journey, and you're on the brink of the home stretch. This is a moment to pause, reflect, and recalibrate as we prepare to finish strong. Today is not about adding more to your plate. It's about assimilation, integrating everything you've learned so far into a cohesive whole. Think of it as a chance to catch your breath while preparing to sprint to the finish line. The power of focus and identity. Most people don't realize they have the power to master their focus, not just for fleeting moments, but as a sustainable way of being. Through this program, you're becoming someone who can concentrate at will, sustain sharp focus, and build a stronger identity rooted in purpose and action. Focus isn't a fixed trait. It's a skill, a habit, and a muscle you can train. Today's lesson will help you solidify your perspective, build resilience, and review your progress. Together, we'll make sure you're equipped to stay on course, achieve your goals, and finish the program with clarity and purpose. Your mission, assimilation and reflection. This day is for you to catch up, review, and synthesize. Here's what to do. 1. Review your notes. Go through your notebook and revisit what you've learned so far. Highlight or circle 3 key insights, the aha moments that have been most impactful for you. 2. Complete pending work. Catch up on any lessons or homework you've missed. Revisit exercises that you want to explore more deeply now that you've strengthened your mental muscles. 3. Connect the dots. Look for ways to apply the skills and knowledge you've gained in different areas of your life. What have we covered so far? Over the past few weeks, we've delved into a treasure trove of techniques and strategies. Focus fundamentals, the power of goals, purpose, and action. Time management, tools like the POMODORO technique and the not-to-do list. Nutrition for focus, foods to avoid and focus-friendly options to include. Overcoming negativity, techniques to shift from self-doubt to self-discipline. Environment optimization, how to create a space that supports your focus. Stress management, recognizing and reducing stress to stay sharp. Conquering procrastination, breaking tasks into manageable steps and finding your big why. Email efficiency, strategies for managing your inbox and respecting your boundaries. Focus boosters, exercise, sleep, and positive peer groups. Active learning, speed reading, asking questions, and writing for better retention, and so much more. Action step, share your insights. Focus thrives in community. Take a moment to share your 3 biggest takeaways in the comments section below. These could be the strategies that resonated most with you, or the ones you're excited to implement. By sharing, you solidify your learning and inspire others in this journey. But don't stop there. Read through others' insights too. There's magic in collective wisdom. You might discover a new perspective or be reminded of something you missed. Stretch, stabilize, and strengthen progress is a rhythm. Stretch, stabilize, stretch, stabilize. Today, you lock in what you've learned, ensuring it's not just knowledge but a part of who you are. Tomorrow, we'll take the next step in this journey. So pause, reflect, and share your top 3 takeaways. Then, explore the wisdom of your community. Together, we're building focus, momentum, and resilience, skills that will serve you well beyond these 30 days. See you tomorrow. Keep growing, keep focusing, and keep shining. Chapter 22, Mastering the Art of Habit Formation. In the final stretch of this transformative journey, the goal is simple yet profound, making focus a habit. Think of it like this. First, you create your habits, and then your habits shape who you are. It's about embedding focus into your daily life so seamlessly that it becomes second nature. No more forcing yourself to concentrate. Instead, it becomes part of your rhythm, as natural as breathing. Let's revisit the power of routines. We've touched on morning rituals as the foundation of a focused day. Perhaps you already have a routine to jumpstart your focus each morning, but how do you build upon that? How do you apply it to goals like reading more, journaling daily, meditating, or even starting your day with a brain-boosting smoothie? The key lies in understanding how habits are formed and leveraging that knowledge to create sustainable change. Tash the habit loop: reminder, routine, reward. To build effective habits, let's delve into the habit loop as described by Charles Duhigg in The Power of Habit. Every habit operates in a loop consisting of 3 parts. 1. Reminder, cue. This triggers the habit. 2. Routine, the behavior or action you want to establish. 3. Reward, the payoff that reinforces the habit. I like to simplify this as the 3 R's: reminder, routine, reward, because it mirrors memory training principles. Applying the 3 R's. Imagine a habit you want to form. Let's say you want to read more. Here's how you can use the 3 R's to embed this habit into your day. Reminder. Place a book on your desk or nightstand as a visual cue. Routine. Dedicate 30 minutes every morning to reading. Reward. Enjoy the sense of accomplishment, relaxation, or learning that comes from finishing a chapter. This same framework can be adapted to any habit. For instance, if you aim to start journaling. Reminder. Have your journal and pen ready by your bedside. Routine. Spend 10 minutes reflecting on your day each evening. Reward. Experience clarity and emotional release. Experimenting with habits. Building new habits often requires experimentation. Let's take a common scenario. You feel the midday urge to grab a coffee and brownie for an energy boost. Here's how to explore alternatives. 1. Step 1. Identify the reminder. Are you feeling bored, stressed, or hungry? Recognize the trigger. 2. Step 2. Adjust the routine. Instead of heading to the cafe, try stepping outside for a quick walk or swapping the brownie for a healthier snack like an apple. 3. Step 3. Analyze the reward. What are you truly seeking? Energy? A break? Connection? Test different routines until you discover one that fulfills the same need in a more empowering way. Hash the science of reminders. Habit reminders often fall into one of 5 categories. Location. A specific place triggers the habit, e.g., your kitchen prompts you to make a smoothie. Time. A specific hour cues the habit, e.g., journaling every night at 9 p.m. Emotional state. A feeling prompts the habit, e.g., stress leads you to meditate. People. Being around certain individuals inspires action, e.g., a workout partner motivates you to exercise. Preceding action. One behavior triggers the next, e.g., brushing your teeth reminds you to floss. Crafting a new habit. Let's build one together. Suppose you want to make a brain-boosting smoothie each morning. Reminder, walking into the kitchen after your morning shower serves as the cue. Routine. Blend your favorite ingredients, blueberries, spinach, avocado, and almond milk. Reward. Feel energized, nourished, and ready to tackle the day. Reflection and commitment. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to analyze your current habits. What triggers them? What rewards sustain them? Next, design a new habit. Write it down. 1. Reminder. What will cue this habit? 2. Routine. What specific steps will you take? 3. Reward. What benefit will reinforce this behavior? Final thoughts. Remember, creating habits is a process of trial and discovery. Start small. Be curious. Experiment. Over time, your efforts will compound, shaping the life you desire. As you embrace this journey, ask yourself, what new habit will you create today? Write it down, implement the 3 R's, and watch as focus and productivity become second nature. First, you create your habits, then your habits create you. Now, Chapter 23, the power of focus and memory. Today, we embark on a journey to sharpen your focus and enhance your memory, a skill set that can transform not only your mental abilities, but also the quality of your life. This topic is deeply personal to me, as it touches on moments and memories that have shaped my path. As many of you know, I grew up with learning challenges. A brain injury early in life made learning and remembering an uphill battle. But perhaps what truly set me on this path was something even closer to my heart. My grandmother. She was a guiding light in my childhood, someone who nurtured me and played a pivotal role in raising me. Yet, as she grew older, she developed Alzheimer's. Watching her struggle to recall the people and memories that once defined her was heartbreaking. One day, she couldn't remember who I was. That moment ignited a passion in me to help others improve their memory. Because memory isn't just about recalling names, dates, or facts, it's about remembering the essence of life itself. The 3 L's of memory: loved ones, life, and lessons. When I talk about memory, it's more than just a mental exercise. It's about preserving the core of who we are. There are 3 vital aspects of memory that I believe everyone should cherish. 1, loved ones. Memory connects us to the people we hold dear. It preserves the bonds with those who have shaped our lives, like my grandmother. Cherishing those memories strengthens our relationships and allows us to carry a piece of them with us, always. 2, life. How often do we let the little moments slip by unnoticed? Life is a series of magical instances: your child's laughter, a sunset walk, or even the simple pleasure of your morning coffee. Yet many of us can't recall what we had for breakfast yesterday. Training your memory is a way to hold on to life's fleeting beauty. Number 3, lessons. Perhaps the most crucial aspect of memory is learning from our past. The old saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. But maybe it's not insanity. It's simply poor memory. When we forget lessons, we repeat mistakes in relationships, health, finances, and more. Life has a way of teaching us the same lesson until we learn it. The framework for a better memory. MOM. To improve your memory, I want to share a simple framework. It stands for motivation, observation, and mechanics. Motivation. Motivation is the fuel for focus. If you struggle to remember someone's name, ask yourself, why is this important? Maybe it's to build a new friendship, show respect, or create a connection. When you have a clear reason, your focus sharpens. Motivation is all about having a compelling why. Observation memory often fails not because we can't retain information, but because we weren't paying attention in the first place. Observation is about being fully present. When meeting someone, really see them, notice their features, listen to their voice, and be in the moment. Observation is the art of attention, and it transforms how you remember. Mechanics. Finally, mechanics are the tools and techniques that make memory stick. Whether it's creating mental images, associating names with vivid stories, or employing mnemonic devices, these methods are the backbone of memory training. Mastery comes from practice and consistent use of these tools. Focus is your superpower. Focus is like a muscle. It grows stronger with intentional use. It's easy to hear familiar advice and tune out, thinking, I already know this. But mastery lies in the nuances. If you approach memory training with a beginner's mind, willing to refine even the basics, you'll achieve breakthroughs. Think about this. Memory shapes identity. Without it, we lose not only knowledge, but a sense of who we are. If you've ever seen someone affected by dementia, you know how devastating that loss can be. That's why nurturing your memory is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and your loved ones. Practice makes permanent. So how will you use MOM? What motivates you to focus on memory improvement? How can you be more observant in your daily life? Which memory techniques will you commit to practicing? Write it down, share it, and start small. Begin with remembering a new name, paying closer attention to a loved one's story, or revisiting a lesson you've learned before. As we continue this journey together, remember, there's no such thing as a bad memory, only an untrained one. Let's train your memory, one focus session at a time, and unlock the incredible potential of your mind. Here's to mastering your memory and embracing the moments, people, and lessons that make life extraordinary. Chapter 24, Remembering Names, as easy as pie. In today's lesson, we're diving into a skill that many people struggle with, remembering names. You've likely experienced it before. You meet someone, they introduce themselves, and moments later, their name evaporates from your memory. Or perhaps you're at the gym, the grocery store, or a neighborhood event, and someone greets you by name, but you can't recall theirs. Awkward, right? Especially when they remember your name. Well, no more. In this chapter, we'll hone your focus with a straightforward, 3-step method that makes remembering names as easy as pie. Why names matter. Remembering someone's name isn't just a memory trick. It's a powerful tool for connection, networking, and business success. Few skills leave as strong an impression as recalling someone's name. This method will not only improve your memory, but also sharpen your focus and observational skills. The PIE method. PIE is an acronym that stands for Place, Imagine, and Entwine. These 3 steps work together to help you focus on a person's name and recall it with ease. Step 1. P is for place. The first step happens even before you exchange words with someone. Look at the person and focus on a distinctive feature, something that stands out about them. This could be a facial feature, eyes, lips, nose, an accessory, jewelry, tie, scarf, a hairstyle, long ponytail, shaved head, mohawk. This place becomes your anchor point, forcing your attention on something specific about them. Why it works. This step sharpens your observational skills. When your focus narrows on a specific detail, your brain processes and retains the person's appearance more effectively. Example, if you meet someone with striking blue eyes, you might internally label them as Mr. Blue Eyes. Or if they're wearing gold earrings, they become Miss Gold Earrings. Step 2, I is for imagine. Next, when the person tells you their name, turn it into a mental image. Your brain loves visuals, and associating a name with a picture makes it stick. How to create an image. Think of something that sounds like the person's name, relates to their name through a rhyme, pun, or familiar association. Examples. Bob. Picture bobbing for apples. Mary. Imagine Mary's little lamb. David. Visualize a slingshot, David and Goliath. John. Picture a tennis racket, John McEnroe. This step keeps you focused during those crucial first 6 seconds when you're most likely to forget the name. Step 3. E is for entwine. Finally, entwine the place and the image together. This creates a vivid and often amusing connection that helps cement the name in your memory. How to entwine. Combine the feature, place, with the name image in an imaginative way. Example, if you meet David with a gray mustache, 1. Focus on his mustache, place. 2. Picture a slingshot, David's name. 3. Imagine hitting his mustache with a slingshot. Why it works. Even if you forget part of the association, PI gives you a trail of breadcrumbs to follow. The process ensures you focus on the person's face and their name, 2 critical elements of memory retention. Over time, the images fade because the name becomes second nature. But in the beginning, these quirky associations serve as a means to an end, helping you bridge the gap between meeting someone and committing their name to long-term memory. Practice makes perfect. To master this skill, practice is key. Here's how you can start. 1. Pick places. As you watch TV, scroll online, or meet people, practice spotting distinctive features and labeling them. 2. Turn names into pictures. Write down the names of people you meet and create mental images for each. 3. Entwine them. Combine the features and name images for memorable associations. Challenge! This week, aim to apply the PIE method to the next 10 people you meet. Write down their names and your associations, then share your experience. Which names and images worked best for you? With practice, remembering names will no longer be a struggle, but a skill you can rely on. As simple as PIE. Chapter 25. Boosting mental energy for sharper focus. In today's lesson, we're diving into a crucial topic: how to boost your mental energy so you can focus better and accomplish more. If you've ever felt like your mental fuel tank is running on empty, like you're constantly distracted, or like you're wading through brain fog just to get through the day, this is for you. Together, we'll explore simple, actionable strategies to reignite your mental vitality. This chapter draws insights from the groundbreaking work of Dr. Daniel Amen. If his name rings a bell, it's because he's a renowned brain health expert, author of over 40 books, including the bestseller Change Your Brain, Change Your Life, and a pioneer in brain imaging, with over 100,000 brain scans conducted in his clinics across the United States. His research has reshaped how we understand and enhance mental performance, and today, I'll share some of his top tips for boosting dopamine, the motivation molecule of the brain. Understanding dopamine, the key to mental drive. Dopamine is one of over 100 neurotransmitters in your brain, often referred to as the motivation molecule. It fuels your drive, sharpens your focus, and plays a significant role in your overall happiness. When dopamine levels are optimal, you feel motivated, focused, and capable of following through on tasks. However, a deficiency can lead to fatigue, forgetfulness, moodiness, and even insomnia. The challenge? Many of the quick fixes people turn to, like sugary snacks or fatty comfort foods, may provide a short-term dopamine boost, but ultimately disrupt the brain's natural production, leaving you more depleted over time. So, what are the safe, sustainable ways to boost dopamine naturally? Let's explore 6 practical strategies you can start using today. 1. Fuel your brain with tyrosine-rich foods. Dopamine production starts with a key amino acid called tyrosine, found in foods like almonds, avocados, eggs, beans, chicken, and fish. Including these in your diet provides the building blocks your brain needs to maintain optimal dopamine levels. Exercise regularly. Physical activity isn't just good for your body, it's a powerhouse for your brain. Exercise stimulates the production of new brain cells, neurogenesis, enhances neuroplasticity, and naturally boosts dopamine levels. Even a brisk walk can increase your mental energy and focus. 3. Meditate to calm and center your mind. Meditation is a proven way to reduce stress and increase dopamine. Whether you're new to mindfulness or already have a meditation practice, spending even 10 minutes in a quiet, focused state can significantly enhance your ability to concentrate and stay energized throughout the day. Measure 4. Treat yourself to a massage. Relaxation is more than a luxury. It's a necessity for brain health. Research shows that massage therapy can increase dopamine levels by up to 30% while lowering cortisol, the stress hormone. When was the last time you prioritized self-care? A massage might be the reset you need. Measure 5. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is a cornerstone of mental energy and focus. Lack of rest reduces neurotransmitter levels, including dopamine, and impairs their receptors. Aim for consistent, restorative sleep each night to ensure your brain has the time it needs to recharge and recalibrate. 6. Listen to music that moves you. Music has the power to elevate your mood and boost dopamine naturally. Whether it's a favorite playlist or calming instrumental tracks, incorporating music into your day can enhance your energy, focus, and overall sense of well-being. Putting it into practice. These 6 tips are your blueprint for increasing dopamine and regaining your mental edge. Which one resonates with you the most? Are you already practicing any of these habits, or is there one you're excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, when you take care of your brain, you're investing in your ability to focus, create, and thrive. The journey to sharper mental energy is one step closer, and I'm so proud to walk it with you. Let's make today the day we start feeling more energized and focused.
Chapter 26, Mindful Eating in a Distracted World. In this lesson, we're diving into a crucial topic that ties together many lessons we've explored so far: habits, distractions, digital devices, and even nutrition. Today, we'll focus on cultivating mindfulness while you eat. Let's start with a simple question. Do you watch TV, scroll through your phone, or multitask during meals? If the answer is yes, or if this sounds familiar to anyone in your family, you're not alone. But here's the thing. These habits might be silently adding to your waistline. Why it matters. The science of distraction in eating. Recent research reveals that being distracted while eating can lead to overeating and increased snacking later. Why? Memory plays a vital role in regulating appetite. When we're distracted, we're less likely to fully register the meal we just had, which leaves our brains craving more food later. In a study at the University of Binghamton, researchers tested this theory by splitting participants into 3 groups. 1. High distraction group. Participants played a challenging computer game while eating. 2. Low distraction group. Participants played a simpler game. 3. No distraction group. Participants focused solely on eating. The results were striking. The high distraction group consumed 69% more snacks later in the day than the no distraction group. Even the low distraction group ate 28% more snacks than their non-distracted counterparts. Other experiments, like those involving television distractions during meals, found similar patterns. Distracted eaters consumed up to 19% more snacks later. The mind-body connection. Dr. Daniel Amen, renowned for his work on brain health, highlights a worrying trend. As our bodies become overweight, our brain size tends to shrink. This underscores the importance of mindful eating, not just for maintaining a healthy weight, but for nurturing cognitive health too. Hunger isn't the only driver of overeating. Attention, memory, and the pace of eating all play crucial roles. Did you know it takes around 20 minutes for your brain to signal that you're full? If you rush through a meal without being present, you're more likely to overeat before your brain catches up. Practical hacks for mindful eating. Let's turn this science into actionable steps. 1. Eliminate distractions. Turn off the TV, put your phone away, and close your laptop during meals. Consider a family challenge. Stack your phones in the center of the table, and whoever reaches for theirs first does the dishes or pays for dinner. 2. Engage your senses. Notice the colors, textures, and aromas of your food. Take smaller bites and chew thoroughly. 3. Slow down. Practice eating with your non-dominant hand to make each bite deliberate. Use chopsticks if you don't typically do so. It's a fun way to slow the pace. 4. Pause and reflect. Before grabbing a snack, ask yourself, am I truly hungry or am I eating out of habit? 5. Express gratitude. Take a moment to think about the journey your meal took from farm to table. The broader impact of digital distractions. It's not just meals. Research shows that the mere presence of a phone can lower the quality of social interactions, even if it's not actively used. When phones are in sight, people miss subtle cues in facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language, weakening their connection with others. At family dinners, phones often steal attention away from meaningful conversation. Let's reverse this trend by prioritizing presence over digital distractions. For the next meal, create a mindful eating experiment. Put all devices away. Focus entirely on your food, its taste, smell, and texture. Engage in meaningful conversation if you're with others. Reflect on how this experience differs from your usual meals. Then, share your thoughts. How do you typically eat, with distractions or without? What tips can you contribute to make meals more mindful? By paying attention to your meals, you'll likely find yourself eating healthier, savoring food more fully, and feeling more satisfied. Great work today. Let's continue building these small, powerful habits that make a big difference. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson, where we'll take another step on this journey toward focus and balance. Chapter 27, Staying Focused in a World of Distractions. As the plane began its descent, I couldn't help but reflect on the man sitting beside me. Though we didn't know each other, he had eagerly shared his excitement about getting work done during the flight. He described the uninterrupted time as a chance to truly focus. And yet, as I glanced over at his screen during the flight, I noticed a different story unfolding. There were at least 10 browser tabs open, social media feeds refreshing, a movie playing in the background, and his phone lighting up with Instagram notifications. Focus? Not quite. This made me think. How often do we claim to seek focus, but instead fall victim to the massive distractions of the online world? The internet is a double-edged sword. It offers endless opportunities, but also countless diversions. So today, I want to dive into practical tools that can help you reclaim your focus and channel your energy effectively. Tools to sharpen your focus. Freedom. Freedom is a powerhouse tool for blocking distracting websites and apps across your devices. Available on Mac, PC, and mobile, it allows you to schedule blocks of time where certain sites are entirely inaccessible. Need a Facebook-free morning? Set it up, and Freedom ensures your focus stays intact. 2. Cold Turkey. Perfect for Windows users, Cold Turkey offers an intuitive interface to block applications and websites. You can schedule focused work sessions, ensuring distractions like YouTube or Reddit don't pull you away. 3. Focus Booster. Leveraging the POMODORO technique, Focus Booster provides a timer and tracker for 25-minute work intervals. It even logs your sessions, offering data to analyze and optimize your productivity. Number 4. Self-Control. If you're a Mac user, this free app lets you blacklist websites that steal your attention. Once set, you can't disable it, even if you restart your computer. It's a great way to enforce discipline during critical work periods. 5. Stay Focused. This Chrome extension is a favorite for setting daily time limits on distracting sites. Whether it's 30 minutes on Twitter or an hour on Netflix, once your time is up, Stay Focused D locks you out for the rest of the day. Number 6. Rescue Time. Beyond blocking distractions, Rescue Time tracks how you spend your hours online. By running silently in the background, it provides detailed reports on where your time goes, helping you identify and address your biggest time wasters. 7. Focus. Designed for Mac users, this app combines website blocking with motivational quotes to keep your spirits high. It's a unique blend of functionality and inspiration. 8. Zero Willpower. A no-frills website blocker for your phone, Zero Willpower is straightforward and effective. Add sites to your blacklist, set timers, and enjoy a distraction-free zone. The power of tools. Tools are like leverage. They multiply the effectiveness of your efforts. Just as delegating tasks or using systems can streamline productivity, apps like these help you bypass distractions and focus on what truly matters. But here's the catch. No tool will work unless you use it consistently. They're not replacements for discipline, but crutches to help you build the habit of focus. Your challenge today, I challenge you to take action. Explore these tools, pick one that fits your workflow, and test it out. Then share your experience. What's your favorite app for staying focused? Or do you have a go-to strategy that wasn't mentioned here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's build a community of focus-driven individuals who learn faster, achieve more, and waste less time. See you tomorrow for the next lesson.
Chapter 28, Unlocking Focus and Neuroplasticity. I'm going to share a transformative approach to enhancing focus and preventing the traffic jams that can slow down your mental clarity. Picture this. I'm outside with my trainer discussing how our physical movements and mental agility are interconnected. It's a concept I love to share. As your body moves, your brain grooves. In this chapter, I'll guide you through simple exercises that are easy to incorporate into your daily routine, all designed to sharpen your mind and boost focus. When I talk about a traffic jam in your brain, I'm referring to the cognitive bottlenecks that happen when neurological pathways aren't maintained. Research by Dr. Lawrence Katz from Duke University underpins this idea. Dr. Katz discovered that specific physical exercises could help seniors keep their brains active and memories strong. But here's the kicker. These exercises don't just benefit seniors. They're invaluable for everyone. Imagine your brain as a network of highways. Each sense, sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, has its own set of lanes. Every time you use a sense, you activate and strengthen those neurological pathways. However, when you neglect certain senses, it's as though you're closing lanes, leading to cognitive traffic jams. Take the George Washington Bridge in 2013. Multiple lanes were closed, causing paralyzing traffic. This is what happens when you neglect certain brain pathways. But with the exercises I'll share, you'll open those lanes and create a brain that's sharp, agile, and resilient. Engage all your senses. Most of us rely heavily on sight and sound, leaving the other senses underutilized. This imbalance can hinder focus and memory. To counteract this, the goal is to stimulate all your senses, keeping your neural pathways fit and flexible. Here's how. 1. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. When you switch hands, you engage the opposite hemisphere of your brain. This simple act increases activity in the cortical areas that process tactile information. To enhance this exercise, open the toothpaste and apply it with your non-dominant hand as well. 2. Shower with your eyes closed. By shutting off your sense of sight, you heighten your sense of touch. Feel the textures of your body and locate taps solely by touch. But remember, safety first. Hold on to something if you're unsure of your balance. 3. Introduce novelty into your day. Routine tasks quickly become automatic, reducing brain activity. To keep your brain engaged, introduce small changes like taking a new route to work, switching seats at the dining table, or even watching a children's program. These shifts stimulate your brain, keeping it adaptable and sharp. 4. Turn familiar objects upside down. Flipping photos, clocks, or calendars forces your brain to analyze colors, shapes, and relationships anew. This engages your right brain, creating new neural connections. 5. Engage your sense of smell. Associate a new activity with a distinct scent, like peppermint or citrus, to create fresh neural pathways. Use essential oils during specific tasks, such as working or waking up, to anchor the connection. 6. Open car windows. Stimulate your hippocampus by exposing yourself to new smells and sounds. These sensory inputs enrich your brain's mental maps. 7. Scan the supermarket aisles. Break your routine by exploring shelves you typically ignore. Pick up unfamiliar items, read their labels, and think about their origins. This small act introduces novelty to a mundane task. 8. Eat unfamiliar foods. New tastes and smells activate your olfactory and gustatory systems, which are directly linked to the brain's emotional centers. Trying new foods can evoke unexpected feelings and associations, enriching your sensory experiences. 9. Build social connections. Interact with people instead of relying on machines. Buy your coffee from a barista instead of a vending machine, or pay for gas at the counter instead of the pump. Social interactions are proven to enhance cognitive function. 10. Read aloud. Reading aloud activates different brain circuits than silent reading. Share this experience with a partner or friend to engage socially while stimulating your brain. The power of novelty. At the heart of these exercises is novelty. New experiences challenge your brain, sparking neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons, and promoting neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to adapt. Just as you need variety in physical workouts to strengthen your body, your brain thrives on diverse and novel stimulation. Your challenge. Over the next week, commit to trying 1 or 2 of these exercises daily. Write down your observations and notice how these small changes impact your focus and mental clarity. Share your experience with others. It's a great way to stay accountable and inspire someone else to join you on this journey to mental sharpness. Your brain is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger with use. By stimulating all your senses and embracing novelty, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of cognitive health and mental agility. Chapter 29. The Power of Prioritization. Imagine waking up with clarity and purpose, knowing exactly what your day holds and how to tackle it. That's the essence of a productivity hack I'm about to share, one rooted in the science of momentum and fueled by simple, actionable steps. To set the stage, let's draw inspiration from one of my favorite authors, Ernest Hemingway. Hemingway famously said, "When I am working on a book, I write every morning as soon after first light as possible. There is no one to disturb you, and it is cool or cold, and you come to your work and warm as you write." There's something profound in this ritual. Hemingway understood the magic of mornings, the quiet, the clarity, and the energy. Starting your day with focused intention isn't just for writers. It's a practice that can transform anyone's productivity. Morning momentum. Morning routines are often lauded by high achievers. From Tony Robbins to Oprah Winfrey, everyone has their spin on how to prime the day. But no matter the details, the heart of the matter is this: start with what matters most. The logic is simple. Willpower is strongest in the morning. Your energy reserves are untapped, and the distractions of the day haven't yet piled on. By tackling your most important task first, before emails, meetings, or social media, you're setting yourself up for success. The science behind starting psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect. It's the tendency of the brain to fixate on unfinished tasks. This is why starting a significant project creates a pull to finish it. Once you begin, your brain will naturally push you to complete it, reducing anxiety and freeing mental energy. But starting isn't enough. How do you decide what to start with, especially when everything feels important? Prioritization. Making first things first. Dr. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People offers a game-changing insight. Put first things first. Covey even wrote an entire book on this principle, emphasizing how critical it is to prioritize effectively. Here's how to make it work for you. 1. Brain dump. Begin by listing everything you need to do. Don't worry about order or importance, just clear your mind. This mental decluttering helps you see the full picture. 2. Evaluate importance and urgency. Covey's time management matrix can help. Classify tasks into these categories: urgent and important, must be done now, e.g. deadlines, crises; not urgent but important, long-term priorities, e.g. strategy, personal growth; urgent but not important, distractions masquerading as priorities, e.g. interruptions; not urgent and not important, time wasters, e.g. mindless scrolling. Focus your energy on the first 2 categories, particularly on tasks that are important but not yet urgent. 3. Assess value. For each task, ask yourself, what impact will completing this have on my goals? Is this the best use of my energy and time? Star the high-value tasks and order them based on their significance. 4. Flexibility is key. Life is unpredictable. Be willing to adjust your priorities as circumstances change, but always return to your guiding question. What is the most important thing I can do right now? 5. Know when to say no. Not everything on your list deserves your attention. Ruthlessly eliminate or delegate tasks that don't align with your goals. The art of execution. Once you've prioritized, start with your most critical task. Whether it's writing a report, preparing a presentation, or solving a complex problem, give it your freshest energy. Some people prefer to build momentum by starting with quick wins, while others dive straight into high-effort tasks. Experiment and find what works for you. Share and commit. Accountability amplifies focus. Share your top priority, whether in a journal, with a colleague, or in a community. When you declare your intentions publicly, you're more likely to follow through. What's your priority for tomorrow? Write it down now. Commit to it. Take control of your time by taking control of your tasks. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You don't need fancy tools or elaborate systems. Just clarity, intention, and the courage to focus on what truly matters. Let's cheer each other on. What's the first thing you'll tackle tomorrow morning? Write it in the comments or share it with someone you trust. Your best work deserves your best energy. Start there. Welcome to the final lesson of the Focus Blueprint program. Congratulations. Truly, take a moment to appreciate this milestone. You've done what so many set out to do, but never finish. You are a finisher, a completer. That says something profound about who you are. How you do anything is how you do everything. And the fact that you're here reading these words or hearing this voice is proof you have what it takes. Not just to dream, but to execute those dreams with precision, with passion, and with a sense of purpose. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Now, exhale. Reflect on how far you've come. Honor yourself for showing up day after day, for embracing this journey, for unlocking greater levels of productivity, performance, and peace of mind. Today, we conclude this program with a critical insight: the 6 levels of transformation that directly affect your ability to focus and thrive. These levels explain why change sometimes doesn't stick and why some transformations feel incomplete. But by understanding them, you can transcend those barriers and truly integrate focus into your life. Let's dive in. The 6 levels of transformation. 1. Behavior. Focus is an action, a verb. It's not something you have, it's something you do. It's the act of showing up to read, to remember names, to prioritize your tasks, to sleep better, or to nurture relationships. All the behaviors we've explored throughout this program fall here, but sometimes behaviors alone don't stick. Why? Because they're influenced by what's happening on deeper levels. 2. Capabilities. Capabilities are your skills, habits, and the training you've undergone. They are the how. For example, if your behavior is to read more, your capability might be the speed reading techniques you've learned here. If your behavior is to remember names, your capability is the memory strategies we've practiced. Capabilities are the building blocks of sustainable behavior. 3. Beliefs and values. These go hand in hand. Your beliefs shape what you think is possible, while your values dictate what matters to you. Someone might have the capability to meditate, but believe they're too busy or that it doesn't work for them. Or perhaps they don't value mindfulness or inner peace. Without aligned beliefs and values, even the best capabilities and intentions will falter. 4. Identity. Identity answers the question, who are you? The most powerful words in any language are I am. If someone sees themselves as a smoker or not a focused person, their identity will undermine all efforts at change. To make lasting transformation, you must align your identity with your desired behaviors. 5. Environment. Environment shapes your reality. The people, places, and tools around you play a critical role in enabling or hindering your success. A cluttered desk can sabotage focus. Surrounding yourself with negative influences can derail your progress. Conversely, a clean workspace and a positive peer group can amplify your efforts. The core questions of transformation. Each level of transformation aligns with a core question. Identity. Who are you? Beliefs and values. Why do you care? Capabilities. How will you succeed? Behavior. What will you do? Environment. Where and when will it happen? Transformation begins when these levels align, creating a clear path for your focus and your goals. Your next steps. 1. Self-reflection. Identify which level feels like the greatest obstacle for you. Is it your environment, your beliefs, your identity? 2. Review your takeaways. Look back at your notes from this program. Circle your top 3 ahas. Write them down as actionable commitments. 3. Plan for tomorrow. Decide how you'll apply these insights starting tomorrow. Focus is a verb. Remember, it's about doing. 4. Engage with the program. Return to the lessons as needed. This is not the end. You have lifetime access to these tools, strategies, and techniques. Final thoughts. Focus is the foundation of your success. It's the ability to follow on course until successful. FOS. With this blueprint, you're equipped to unlock the potential within you, not just for a day or a month, but for a lifetime. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide. May your days be filled with joy, love, laughter, and always learning. Here's to your superhero focus and the incredible things you'll achieve. Take care.